Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and happy October. I'm so excited for today's video because we're gonna start a new series here on my channel. I've been thinking about doing like a version of a monthly favorites for a really long time, and Claudia Saluski actually just posted like a new series on her channel similar where she's going to recap the month, and that's exactly what I've been wanting to do. I know Morgan Yates does this, I'm pretty sure Carrie does this, and yeah, I just have been really inspired to do this kind of video and cover a lot of different topics in one video for every month. I've seriously always loved favorite videos, so I'm really happy that they're kind of coming back. And to make mine a little bit different, we're going to be calling it monthly musings. So the way I want to structure these videos is I want to start off with the high and low of the month. I want to share the best thing I purchased that month. I want to share my top like 5 or so products. I mean, give or take, however I'm feeling, like most used products of that month. I want to share what I read that month and then like 3 goals for the next month. I think that's a good starting point. If there's any categories you want me to include for next month, please let me know. Starting off with the high and low of September. September was a really good month. I feel like I got to kind of ground myself, get excited for fall. We went to Toronto. That is definitely the high. It was like the last trip of the season pretty much, or at least the last like flight we'll be taking for this year, I'm pretty sure. And it was a really, really good trip. We were only there for 4 nights. I did a whole vlog on it, so I'm not going to talk too much. If you want to go see what we did and got up to, then definitely check out that video. Cody and I also celebrated our 9th anniversary, which is crazy. It still seems weird to like say that many years and that next year will be a decade together. I just think that's insanity and I can't wrap my head around it, but you know, that's a good milestone to celebrate. And then I'd have to say for the low of the month is just like the looming bad weather. It's so gloomy out. The rain has come. The time change is gonna come up, and it's gonna come up fast, which is like my least favorite thing. Also too, this is gonna be my first winter not on antidepressants in a couple years, so fingers crossed for my seasonal depression. I feel like that's kind of just the low. I didn't really have any low moments. I feel like my PMDD has been really good as like a check-in. That's really nice. And yeah, it's just like the fact that next month is, or this month rather, is going to be so busy and, you know, gloomy weather, although I love how cozy everything's been feeling. If you're comfortable with it, I would love for you to share your high and low of September in the comments down below, because I would really love to read those. Now moving on to my favorite thing I purchased. I don't think I've talked about these anywhere. And my gatekeeping, I don't think so. It just like hasn't come up because I've been wearing them, and every time I think about them, they're in the wash. These are yoga pants, which feels so weird to say. Like, I don't call them leggings because they're flared, and like it takes me back to like grade 6 and 7 when we all just wore yoga pants. Anyway, I think that's what they're called, but they are a ribbed yoga pant. Look at the ribbing. So nice, so stretchy. They're black, they fit amazingly, they're so high-waisted, and they have such a nice like flared out. I really did not think I was going to be one of those girlies with like the flared yoga pants and the Uggs like how I wore in grade 7, but alas, here we are, and that's what I've been wearing, and it's been really cute and I've really been liking it. And these are from Old Navy. They are so inexpensive and they are so good. I think they have a bunch of different colors too. I might have to pick up another pair because they are that comfortable. They are so soft, they're so stretchy, they just fit really well. I love the detail, and I cannot stop wearing them. I love them so much, and I highly recommend you guys check them out if you're looking for a flared cozy pant for the fall. And the next category is most used or worn. I want to start off with these earrings that I'm wearing. These hoops, I'll show you this side actually. These hoops here are from Amazon. They are $13 and I have been wearing them non-stop. They haven't tarnished, they haven't irritated my ears. They are so good. I feel like they're the perfect size and they're really comfortable. They're not too heavy either. I just love them. They go with all of my other gold jewelry. I wear them to dance in. They're just super comfy, great for every day, and for $13 you really can't beat it. I feel like this is kind of random, but I have been loving these 2 spot treatments this past month. This one is from Caudalie. It's brand new. It does go on green, so this is like my nighttime one. I really like it. I feel like it's really potent and does a really great job, and I've been breaking out kind of like randomly, so this has been great. And then this spot treatment is from Fenty Skin. It's called the Blemish Defeater. It's a BHA spot targeting gel. So this kind of like casts like a layer, a protective layer over a spot, and you can put makeup over it. It is the coolest technology I have ever seen for like spot treatments, and it works really well. So what I'll do is like I'll do my skincare, and then if I have like, you know, a more active zit, I will place this on, kind of like spread it around and let it dry completely, go about doing my makeup, and then it's like fully protective and like healing at the same time while I'm wearing makeup. It is so cool, very effective, and I just feel like in combination muzzits have been going away a lot faster. The next item is a newer discovery, but I have fallen in love with it, so I still wanted to mention it. It's from Clinique. It's a new mascara. It's their High Impact Hi-Fi Full Volume Mascara. I cannot remember the last time I used a Clinique mascara, but I've been so impressed with this. I feel like the wand, have it being a lot like tapered, is just so cool. The fibers that it adds to my lashes is so nice. It just gives me a lot of volume and separates the lashes really, really nicely. And with that tapered end, you're able to get in and get those like tinier lashes, which is really nice. So been loving that. Another most used item this month is definitely my Bays tote. I have shown you this a couple times, but it has been the absolute best bag. When I got it, I didn't think I'd fall in love with it as much as I have, and I use it for going to Rumble, going to dance. I used it as my carry-on to Toronto. It is truly the best bag. There is 2 big pockets inside with a laptop pouch, a couple big pockets on the outside as well as the side, and then it does have the opening for your suitcase trolley, which is amazing. And I love the double strap, so you can have like the shorter strap here, which is a little bit more like durable, and then the longer strap for your shoulder. Truly the most versatile bag. I've been obsessed. It's been so perfect. I love it. This would make a great Christmas gift. If you have someone in mind that would need a tote like this would be so great for that. And the last item I used all month and have been really loving is my Kindle. This is actually not my Kindle, it's my mom's Kindle. We gave it to her for Christmas a couple years ago. She wasn't totally using it a bunch, and so I asked if I could borrow it to see how I liked reading on one. And I was able to do like the Stuff My Kindle days and all that kind of stuff, and I've really been enjoying it. I feel like I breeze through books so fast on this because you don't have to like, you know, take time to flip the page. But it's been really, really great. It's so lightweight. I feel like I have no idea what generation this is. It's very honestly low tech. I feel like it's one of the more, you know, older versions of this, but it works really well and I've really been enjoying it. Speaking of books, I did want to go over all of the books I read in September, which is a lot. It's all I did this month, if I'm being honest, and I've loved every moment of it. So first what I'll do is I'll read off all of the titles that I read this month, and then I'll pick out my top 3. How about we do that? Okay, so I read the Healing SIBO book, which I talked about in a video. We read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, Hook, Line, and Sinker, which is the second book to It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I read Flawless by Elsie Silver, the Chestnut Springs first book, Off Limits by J.A. Lowe, Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. That is the first in that series. I also read Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey. This is actually the third in the Hot and Hammered series, which I didn't realize that was an actual series, and I started off with book 3, which like I think they can all be read as standalone, but nonetheless I read 3 and I probably should have started with 1. And then the next book I read is actually, I finished in October, so we're gonna cut it off there. So out of all those books, there is not one I wouldn't recommend. I actually quite enjoyed all of them, but I would have to say my top 3, I'm gonna go top 4. Obviously I loved Ugly Love. I thought about that book long after I was finished it. It Happened One Summer. I loved it. I liked the first one better than the second, but the second one was good too, so that whole series is, I'm looping them together because that is definitely a top recommendation. The Controversial Icebreaker, I loved. I might even put that as my number 1 this past month. I loved it so much, and I actually have Wildfire, which is the second in that series that just got released like 2 days ago, on my counter, so very excited to read the second one, but Icebreaker I genuinely love so much. And the last topic I would have to say is Flawless by Elsie Silver. She's a Canadian author. Pretty sure she's a Vancouver author, and I love this book. I've already finished the second one. I think there's like 5 in the series or something. It's about like cowboys and stuff, and it's based in Alberta, which I love. It was really, really great. So read so many amazing books this past month. I love this journey I'm on. I love book talk. I'm just like here for all of it, and it's such a good hobby going into the fall and winter, and I look forward to nothing else during my day except for reading, and I'm taking way more baths because of it, and I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it so much. Moving on to the last section of this video, I wanted to share 3 goals for October. The first one is just to be kinder to myself. I feel like I have not been negative outwardly, but very negative internally, and just like with my body and how I'm feeling and my productivity and all that kind of stuff, and I just feel like it's worth noting that I should be kinder to myself. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is definitely being way more proactive. I feel like I'm obviously a very proactive person generally, but this month is going to be really crazy. So living by the quote, do something today that'll help yourself tomorrow, is like what I need to remind myself just to stay on top of things and to feel better. And I have noticed, like with YouTube and content creation, like the more I work ahead, the better my mental health and also just like my nervous system truly. So anything I can do ahead of time is something I want to do. And the third one's kind of fun because we are now in the month of my birthday and Halloween, and I have so many fun events coming up. I just want to be on top of having my Halloween costumes together, because at this point I have no idea what I'm doing, and typically I don't choose until like the day of or like the day before, and so I'd love to know ahead of time what the heck I'm doing for that and like have a plan for my makeup, because I think that would be really good and, you know, less stressful. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think of this new series, and if there's anything else you think I should add into the categories. Give it a thumbs up if you're excited for October, and again, if you want to let me know your high and low of the month, and also maybe what you're dressing up as for Halloween, that could be a really fun comment too. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!